Now for updates on sports stories from across the globe, Aaron Akirijola joins us. Hello, Aaron the Baron. Good morning.
A very good morning to you, Vimbai. Good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you, Vi. Let's get it started. Later on tonight at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium in Abidjan, a stadium that evokes quite a lot of memories. The Super Eagles had great luck playing at that stadium. All right. Earlier this year at the AFCON, and they will be there again tonight as they take on the Cheetahs of Benin in the AFCON qualifier, match day 5. A lot is expected today, and with one leg in the 35th AFCON, which will be hosted by Morocco next year in 2025, the Super Eagles know that a draw is enough to clinch a ticket or punch a ticket through to Morocco 2025. And they will be expecting to win because the former coach of the Super Eagles, Genetro, is hoping that he can get the Beninois campaign back on track with a win against the Super Eagles. So Augustus Guavon has got the full complement of players. A lot is expected. Let's see what happens tonight. Remember, this is going to be a double-header. They have 2 matches to play in this particular window on the 14th, which is today, and on the 18th at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo. Let's talk about boxing. And an unusual boxing bout will be going down this weekend. Of course, it is being promoted as a Friday night fight, but it's actually a Saturday morning, 5 a.m. fight here in Nigeria, GMT +1. It is Iron Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. And it's got everyone talking because this bout was meant to happen in July. But no thanks to health emergencies, something about his appendix and some other health issues, Mike Tyson had to put off this fight, and it is happening. Mike Tyson is 58 as we speak, and is going against a 27-year-old YouTuber. And people are saying it's all shades of wrong, understanding that Mike Tyson is not in the best body frame to be going into a bout of this magnitude. And let's see what happens. Of course, there are restrictions to what can be done and how far they can go as against the normal bouts you see. But pugilists are not happy. And they're saying that this is almost like a disgrace to the boxing bout. Let's get to hear from Mike Tyson when he used to be Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson. This is what Muhammad Ali had to say about him. Let's hear from him.
What's wrong? This one here? This one? He's a sweetheart. He's a real G. Who would have won if you fought this man in your prime?
I was a dancing master.
Yeah, you were a dancer. You moved.
I wasn't that powerful. I was so fast. He hit me. Fast if you catch me.
Yeah. What would you say, Mike?
I by no means, I'm vain. I know I'm great, but can I tell you something? In this situation, every head must bow, every tongue must confess. This is the greatest of all time.
It's the greatest of all time. A lot has happened between then and now. Understanding that if you actually factor in inflation, Mike Tyson made a hefty $700 million. He blew it all. Right now, he's worth about $20 million. And he's going to be getting a fraction of that, or just about that, for this particular fight. A lot has actually happened. It went from one man trying to get back into the fray of things, Diego. His name is Diego Forlan. As a matter of fact, before we get into ATP, the Diego Forlan, certainly the former Uruguayan, has taken on to tennis. He's 45 years of age, by the way. Wow. And he's still insisting. He went into the contenders game and he actually lost. Now to tennis, let's talk about the fact that, if they can help us take it back, let's talk about the fact that Alexander Zverev, first of all, actually won. And not forgetting Also, Alcaraz is also winning in the ATP Finals that is actually going on. A lot is expected later on today in the ATP Finals as we're still waxing strong. If they can actually help us move forward, if the video is not there. Later on today, Taylor Fritz will be taking on Benin. A lot is expected in that particular one. Of course, we've got doubles, but the big one later on today also will be Yannick Sinner against Daniel Medvedev. So we'll be looking forward to that. But before we actually wrap it up today, let's talk about the fact that Lord Sebastian Coe, as he's known, has decided that he wants to become the next IOC president. Now, this is a man that has accomplished so much in his life, understanding that in the Los Angeles Games, he actually won 1,500 meters in the long distance race, and he's actually won 2 medals, major medals in 1,500. And he's coming and said that he wants to reform the sport. And more importantly, he wants to ensure they protect women's sports, because the whole transgender thing that he's been fighting against with the Emmanuel Khalifi's issue still running his ugly head. But there are 7 contenders for the IOC job, and we know that will be happening in March. But he's thrown his hat into the ring and saying that I am fit for the job. Give me the job as the IOC president.
Aaron, I want to talk about something very important.
Okay.
Very, very important. And I've started a series talking about every Nigerian sport. Aaron, our senior league, our men league it's not on TV again. It's already off start times. They said they fought. So what went wrong? Yesterday, I was talking to AB about women's sport. Why can't we get it on TV? I was shocked to the high levels. And thanks to my very good friend Silvanus, I called my attention to it that the deal with Star Times has been terminated.
Yes, it has been.
Hence, Star Times, I've just been showing repeat of the games they've been playing before.
Yeah.
A league for a country, over 200 million population, with the likes of Okocha and the likes of other great players, Shegun Odegbami and other Emmanuel Okala. We don't have our league on TV. It's an eyesore. It's an indictment on whoever it is that runs the football echelon in this country. That's all I want to talk about. We must look for a way to put it on TV. It must go back to TV. It's a sad one that our league is not on TV.
First of all, the unfortunate thing is how commercially viable is the Nigerian Premier Football League? Because if you are talking about the women's league that are still in the doldrums, how commercially viable are the Nigerian Premier Football League? Is on one hand. The second is...
It's corruption that will not make you commercially viable.
Yes, we know corruption probably muddied the waters at a certain time. But right now, with Benga Elegbeleye at the helm, I know he's trying his possible best. But trust me, if we do not have that appetite and how to grow that appetite, that is their problem. That's their biggest problem right now. How to grow that appetite enough.
It was already growing. Rufai started to subscribe for Star Times because I wanted to watch the league.
Rufai,
it has started to grow on people.
But the point is that enough? First of all, people question the Star Times deal because the money on the table was too small to be able to bankroll anything. The truth is this is a cash-heavy business. And television is the biggest driver of any league. And if you do not have television companies, because you and I know this, at a certain time, as a matter of fact, it's not because of some hoops. Arise was heavily involved in trying to ensure that we would actually propagate the league.
So what happened to that deal?
Big questions. Because I can tell you for sure that Arise did almost everything humanly possible to ensure that
how much
league...
do they want to put the league on TV now? Did they want start against them 1 billion? They want 15 billion? They want 20 billion? How much is it going to cost?
The truth is this: they will need to sit down and probably map it out. They say they have, but the truth is, who is willing to shell out that amount of money? Which runs in the billions.
Can we have a consortium of TV stations to take it up?
Aaron,
I doubt if it will work.
Aaron, I think what
you're not being on TV.
I think
very bad.
What you're dancing around is the politics around the issue. Because if you remember, when Kwese came on board, MultiChoice had just dropped the league.
Yes.
And then Kwese actually wanted to pick it up. Did they eventually pick it up? I don't think they picked it up. Because
they picked up the basketball league.
Yes, but they did not pick up the football league. And you and I both worked at Kwese at the time. And we both both know that the price tag that was put on the rights for that was not commensurate with it. It was not viable for any business. Now, if MultiChoice felt that it wasn't a viable business structure, you now ask yourself, who's going to find it a viable business structure? Because MultiChoice, even though they may be losing subscribers, are still the biggest player and are still spending the most with regards to sporting rights. But still on the topic of sporting rights, very quickly, this Tyson Jake Paul fight and Netflix also now stepping into this ring, competing for sporting rights. I know there's a lot of people, there's been a lot of conversation about Netflix potentially going for other sporting rights as well. And I wonder whether this is the revolution that a lot of people have been...
our football rights.
Do we have the numbers? Because when you're talking about issues like this...
Again, it's only Netflix asking for unreal amounts of money.
But they need to stop asking for a real amount. You know, what we vote... Hang on a minute, Aaron. Sorry, I'm sorry, Dr. Abat. Sorry, everybody. I'm just very passionate about Nigeria. What we both agreed here was that we knew that 1 billion was nothing, but we said at least it was a startup point. So, can we even get, if Netflix can even pick it up, somebody should even put out, but it's sad our league is not nowhere. Aaron, this is painful. So is it that we can't put the money down to put our league on TV in Nigeria?
This man is still out.
There's no doubt.
Doctor, let me just say this one last thing.
Well, you can't be arguing.
No, we're not arguing.
Just present your stories. Don't argue.
No, nobody's arguing here. Okay. But this is it here. Probably people like, this man is still alive. Honorable Nduka Irabo. He's still very much alive. They were the ones, alongside Sheo Diko, that engineered the whole DSTV. And they made the league viable. Questions need to be asked. How did they do it then? And how can they do it now? That's simple. Okay.
However, the story is this, that look, the league in Nigeria is dying. It's in need of support. Whatever can be done to revive it, to strengthen it, to make it, a major point of contact for ordinary Nigerians who are so interested in football, should be done. You have many Nigerians who talk about La Liga, who talk about Premier League, who talk about other institutions in Europe. We're not doing the same here. If we were to take an annual average of even the stories that you bring here, the quotient, the content in terms of the local league is very low. It's only occasionally that we hear about Raymond Stars. Yes, I say it.
Okay, and I start to be fact-checked also. Every Monday, I'm making like clockwork. Every Monday, we're sure to bring results.
The major focus is on the foreign leagues. What we are saying, and what Chief Segun Odegbami has been saying, and he knows what he's talking about, is how we can build the local league to an exceptional level that can compete with what is best in the world. And I think on that score, you cannot argue with the basic principles. Now, you say Mike Tyson, 58 years old, is going to fight Paul Jakes, right? Yeah. 27-year-old. Yes, well, 58 to 27. The fear is about the medical implications. A man who in was it July? Yes. In May, was vomiting blood as a result of a bleeding ulcer. We just hope that a wrong punch from a 27-year-old energetic young man will not cause problems in the ring. That's the concern. Formula One, they are now saying they are going to introduce, heat cooling devices for drivers. After Qatar Grand Prix in 2023, a year ago, so many of the drivers have been complaining that they have medical issues. They get dehydrated. So they now say they will pour water on them. Well, I think that that could be a very good innovation if the heat cooling system would work and achieve the desired objective. Sebastian Coe was in charge of the London Olympics in 2022. He moved from there to manage World Athletic Games. Yes. He moved to manage World Athletic Games. Now he wants to be IOC chairman. He's one of 7 persons seeking to be, president of the IOC. Well, what he's saying about a better deal for female athletes could it be part of a campaign strategy?
No, he's always stood for that.
Because, it could also be a campaign strategy, given the timing of his intervention. Equatorial Guinea has already qualified for AFCON 2025. Togo, having fallen by the wayside, having been defeated by the Lone Stars in Group E qualifying matches. Despite the fact that Equatorial Guinea has 2 more matches to go, is already qualified. Nigeria, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, where they are Eagles, Cheetah, of Republic of Benin. I know cheetahs can fly, they can run. No matter how the cheetahs of Benin run, the Super Eagles should beat them.
Yes.
Because the Republic of Benin people, they go about saying that they are giant killers. After all, they beat Libya, they beat Rwanda.
And they beat Super Eagles in the World Cup qualifier.
Well, we beat them the other time.
Yes,
in the qualifying series, 3-0. We should beat them today. Today. And we are waiting for that victory.
We are. Yes, we are. Yes,
are you satisfied?
Yes, I am.
Thank you very much.